by geological activity. Located above both a hotspot and a divergent plate boundary, it is among the most volcanically active regions on Earth. The island formed around 16 million years ago when a mantle plume broke through the crust, causing massive underwater eruptions. Since then, the land has been molded by seismic, volcanic, and glacial activity. Iceland lies between the North American and European tectonic plates. These plates rift apart at a rate of 2 centimeters a year. The country experiences an average of 500 earthquakes a week. As the plates pull apart, new magma rises from the mantle as a result of decompression melting. The new crust accumulates on either side of the rift, forming the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, an underwater mountain chain stretching across the Atlantic Ocean basin, thousands of meters below the surface. Iceland is the only place in the world where the mid-ocean ridge emerges onto land. Iceland was once covered in glaciers. They now cover only 10% of the land, but they have helped shape the landscape. This is an outwash plain, or sandor in Icelandic. These plains were created by sediment deposited by melting glaciers. The sediment is transported by streams of glacial melt, which feed into thousands of waterfalls. Hot springs form when groundwater comes into contact with hot bedrock, shallow magma, or intrusive dikes. The water is rich with dissolved chemicals such as silica and sulfur. Geysers form when gas-rich water in deep vents becomes superheated, causing a buildup of pressure. The main rock type found in Iceland is basalt, a mafic rock which forms from mantle upwellings around divergent boundaries and hotspots. The chemistry of Iceland's magma suggests it originates in the lower region of the mantle, around 500 kilometers deep. Basaltic volcanoes tend to have effusive eruptions due to the low viscosity and high temperature nature of basaltic lava. Occasionally, eruptions can be explosive when lava comes into contact with water. Columnar jointing, known as Reynistranker in Icelandic, are basaltic pillars which form as lava cools at a uniform rate after coming into contact with air and cooler surfaces below. It cools from the outside in, causing it to contract, which creates evenly spaced fractures that spread through its center, forming hexagonal columns. The high concentration of mafic minerals in the sand, such as pyroxene, magnetite, and amphibole from the erosion of basalt, gives Iceland's beaches their famous stark color.